When you think of a mastermind thief, who do you think of? Maybe Catwoman from Batman? Maybe you're picturing some jewelry store robbers rappelling in from the ceiling to break into the glass case containing the biggest diamonds in Europe. Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about a master thief that's just a little bit unorthodox. It's not even human, so I'll give you one guess. Who do you think it is? You could say you might be on the hunt for a picnic basket? That's right, we're talking about a bear. A pretty big chungus of a bear named Hank the Tank. And it appears that just like his mentor, Yogi Bear, he's a bit smarter than the average bear, and a bit bigger as well. Over the last 7 months, Hank the Tank's reign of terror in South Lake Tahoe, California has hit at least 33 properties, with Hank making his way inside, breaking into at least 28 homes to make himself just a little bit of a snack, maybe some porridge. Scientists believe that Hank weighs in at over 500 pounds, which is basically 2 normal-sized bears in one. But he didn't get that way from hitting the gym. No. He got it because he's been sneaking food from people's homes. And I say sneaking lightly because it appears like the big fella causes about as much damage as a bull in a china shop in his never-ending crusade for food. He literally breaks down people's doors or comes in through the windows. There's no stopping him. Now, there is no official word on what kind of food is his favorite and what he's stealing most often, but I would like to imagine that he's after the honey. And despite his size, Hank the Tank has been able to avoid law enforcement so far, and they're actively looking for him. There's a straight up 5-star wanted level for this bear right now, because believe it or not, people don't like it when a bear breaks down the doors to their home and steals all of their honey and picnic supplies. However, despite breaking into homes, it doesn't appear that Hank has any intention of hurting people, thank God. He's a gentle giant. So far, he hasn't attacked anyone. And given that he's a black bear, he's likely not going to. Now, all of my bear knowledge comes from East Coast black bears, but I'd assume West Coast ones are pretty much the same thing, except maybe the West Coast ones wear sunglasses more often and they love to talk about NFTs. But basically, usually black bears are more afraid of people than you'd think. I've personally been at a campfire where a black bear wandered into camp, and all you have to do is just yell at them and stand up and make yourself look big and they run away. Well, assuming they don't have cubs. If they have cubs, you're screwed. You just gotta run and not stop. But black bears in particular are nowhere near as dangerous as grizzly bears or polar bears or any other giant species of bear. Black bears are usually more afraid of people than anything else. So lucky for us, he is a black bear and we probably won't hear about our beloved Hank the Tank attacking anyone anytime soon. At least I hope. But it is really dangerous how desensitized to people he is. And you have to realize that he has to be very desensitized in order to break into homes for food. Hey guys, editing MattyO here, just jumping in to tell you to smash that like button and destroy that subscribe button. It really helps, thanks. Now let's get back to Hank. It's not super uncommon for black bears to go after people's trash cans, but usually they won't go near a house because they recognize that people live in houses, and if you think of humans from the perspective of an animal, we're kind of terrifying. We run on 2 legs, we drive giant loud death machines at unbelievable speeds, we're incredibly loud, and we hunt for food from a distance with guns, so they're probably terrified of us. All of that is just a little bit too much for the average black bear, but not Hank. Hank must have had a lot of human interactions at some point that made him less scared of people, which is not great, because when an animal gets less scared of people, they spend more time near people, and a dangerous animal like Hank could potentially cause some problems. This is why you never feed wild animals, folks, because one second you're feeding a cute little bear that you ran into in the woods, and the next he's grown to twice the size of the average bear, and he's breaking into your house, and what do? He's at your door, he's smashing on the door, and you're sitting in your house, you're trying to call the police, but they don't understand what you're saying. They don't believe that a black bear is breaking into your house, and you have no idea. And then he comes in, he gets through the door, he goes to your kitchen, and suddenly he takes all of your honey, all of your meat, and he dashes back out the door. All of that before the police can get to your house, and even when they get there, they can't track him. They can't find him at all. I think it's kind of funny that the cops can't catch a 500-pound black bear. It's not like he's moving as fast as a normal bear, and I'd guess that he's probably gonna have a hard time hiding, so I don't know how they haven't caught him. I mean, imagine a big bear with a belly full of people food, so not the best for a bear, just lumbering its way through the forest, away from houses. How have they not caught this? It's gotta be leaving massive footprints. They should be able to track it through the woods and catch him. But all I can think about is 2 cops sitting down at their local Dunkin' Donuts, drinking their coffee, eating their donuts, and suddenly they see Hank the Tank meander on by, and they have to make that difficult choice between finishing their donut and catching Hank, and they're sticking with the donut 100% of the time. Potentially they won't catch him. I think eventually they will, but it really depends on how many resources they put into it. And I don't know what things are like in South Lake Tahoe, California, but I can't imagine that a rogue 500-pound black bear is going to be the focus of the police department, especially because most of those police officers do not know how to catch a bear. That's kind of a good thing, because when they get Hank, I'm pretty sure Hank's arrest warrant is going to be dead or alive. Because he's so desensitized to people, they're going to see him as a danger to people, and he probably is a danger to people if he's breaking into their houses, which means they're probably going to have to euthanize him when they catch him, which is not great for Hank, because relocating won't be an option, because it'll put the houses near the relocation area into danger of having a massive 500-pound black bear raid their fridge. So I don't really see much of an option other than on euthanization. However, there has been a little bit of a thing where some animal rights activists have raised the alarm and they might actually be able to put Hank the Tank, the beloved big chungus bear, into some kind of facility for bears. I think that him being a huge chungus might actually save his life. I mean, he'll be behind bars. He'll be spending life in prison, but I think that's probably a little bit better than being taken out by the police because you're breaking into homes. I also imagine that it would probably be better for his health for him to be in some kind of facility where they can actually monitor what he's eating and stop him from breaking into homes. However, a bear the size of Hank, he's gotta be hard to contain. I don't know how they're gonna keep him in some kind of bear facility. He could just take those chain link fences, rip them apart, and run away. Or, well, not run, because he's 500 pounds, but saunter away very slowly. On one hand, Hank is really funny. On the other hand, Hank is kind of dangerous. It's very similar to something we've seen in the past with Harambe and the brutal death of Harambe. You might remember as the giant gorilla that was shot in 2016. Very sad. Harambe's death actually led to the launch of the first meme war, which kind of put into motion a lot of world events. I cannot imagine if Harambe's death led us into the great meme war. What would Hank the Tank's death bring? What would happen if he killed a 500-pound bear? What would that unleash on the world? Hopefully we don't have to find out, and hopefully they will catch him and humanely bring him to a facility where he can be safe. Now, I know this is a bit of a weird video, guys. It's a little short, and it's a little bit of a less serious topic, but I hope you still enjoyed. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and I figured we could all use a little bit of a break to laugh a bit about a stupid giant bear that the cops can't catch for some reason. So remember to like and subscribe, and hopefully we can get back to some YouTube news next week. Have a great day, and God bless you.